Let's invite Itai once again to the stage. CEO Steadicopter, the only company in Israel that works on unmanned, distantly armed tactical helicopters. He's been involved in UAVs for 30 years now in the security and defense industry, including engineering, technical management, and systems engineering. He will talk about a pilotless armed helicopter as an innovative solution in the modern battlefield. Thank you very much, everyone.
My name is Itai Toren. I'm the CEO of Steadicopters, and we'll talk today about how unmanned armed helicopters are changing the game in the modern battlefield. These unmanned armed helicopters are very versatile. They can provide a very precise, standoff precise, beyond the nearby range of threats, and they give their operators, they provide a safe operation without causing too much environmental damage, if at all, if any, and they can provide the tools to the decision makers. Let's look at the challenges in the modern battlefield. We mentioned it before in the panel. We can see in the most of the conflicts prevailing in the world today, we see the asymmetric threats. On the one hand, also fighting in urban areas with civilians, with non-involved civilians, and we see rapid changes in the environment. Like Shai mentioned before, the communication problems, the navigation systems, almost everything. And we have to overcome these and provide a response and bring the munition to the target in the most precise manner. So if we look at those unmanned armed helicopters, their capability to bring precise munition to harm the target without causing any environmental damage or collateral damage is a very positive trait, and it can provide a proper response according to the type of target and threat. The second thing, we see that those helicopters are a tactical tool, a tactical weapon. We want to have helicopters that are mobile, that be tactical and sufficiently small in order to maintain the mission, but be able also to carry an appropriate charge, and also to operate for a sufficient length of time. So with the various types of charges that they can carry. Then the persistence is not a precise word for this in Hebrew. To be able to close the collecting, attacking circle as quickly as possible. And it is a very efficient tool. If we look at a drone of that size, they will both take off and land vertically. They will need the same energy to maintain, say, a charge of 50 kilos. But once they start flying, the helicopter enjoys the physical advantage, and that means that you can take a larger charge for the same period of time, or to fly farther away or a longer time with a similar charge. That helicopter is also capable of flying high and quickly, rapidly, at high velocity and in a stealthy manner. And that is why it is so versatile and effective. We will see two types of configurations. The first one we call Golden Eagle Light Strike, which can carry light arms with a diameter of 5.56. The launchers of grenade launchers of 6.2. You can see in the little film clip how it works. This is a cooperation with by our company with a Smart Shooters company. You press and the bullet does not come out until there is a high probability of hitting the target. There are 18 rounds that hit the target. Let's see the concept. Like I said in the panel, one of the things which happened in the last few years is the war in Ukraine and the war here. And we can see that there's also a need for firepower to attack armored vehicles, buildings, and still be very precise in the strike, and of course avoid collateral damage, because the environments are very complex and difficult. We have a collaboration with Rafael, and we are using the strike, the Matador and the Gil missiles, Spike missile, and providing a response for this significant attack, long range, with a very, very precise weapon, ammunition. When you consider the alternatives available today, it's mostly battle helicopters. Battle helicopters have a very high price tag, and the crew is at least 1 or 2 persons, and they take with them, for instance, let's say 8 missiles. The helicopter would be on standby in an aerial base, and it will take time to get to the area. Once it gets there, it can fulfill its mission, but maybe it's been thwarted en route. Maybe it was down, and then you lost the dozens of millions of dollars of the price of the helicopter, of course, the lives of the 2 members of the crew, and all the missiles. But if you just spread a large quantity of smaller missiles near the confrontation line and under the orders of the commanders who runs the field, then it's much more efficient. Even if 3 were down on the way, the financial loss is small, no human life is lost, and 5 missiles out of 8 hit the target. So using the existing missiles, which are very common with many customers, enable the usage of these existing missiles, placing them on the helicopters, and then go in the field. Thank you very much. Our time is up. We will be available for questions here outside, next to our models, full-size models.